Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Welcome back to Tek-Talks. It's Takesh. Hey folks, tonight we're going to be talking about secondary stats and how to stay relevant in Diablo Immortal. So I would say right now the majority of the player base we're all facing a big problem, which is how do we stay relevant in the game? You know, if I had to quote Moneyball, you got at the top, you have your wells, and then you drop down 20, 30 feet and you got your mid spenders. Then there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's us, the low spenders, the free to play. How do we stay relevant in this game? I know for me and my clan, for instance, we're gaining a lot of players that are pushing 4, 5, 6K resonance. We just got 2 that are 9K resonance. So how do I stay relevant? How can I compete, or how can I add any value in ROE or war or battlegrounds with my clanmates? The answer is secondary stats and putting a hard focus on them. Whoops. So, if I had to quote Bruce Lee, he says, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. It's a little cheesy, but I think you'll understand the spirit of what I'm saying. So, when I'm in a ROE or I'm in a vault, I'm not worried about the Demon Hunter that has 5,000 armor, 5,000 armor pen, potency, and resistance. I'm worried about the Demon Hunter that has 7,000 or 6,000 armor penetration. Those are the ones I'm worried about, because I know if they touch me, I'm gone. So me as a low spender, I think, from the launch of the game till now, I'm probably into the game about $700, and about 400 of the dollars was getting these skins that Blizzard got me with those Phantom Market skins. As you can see, I usually sit around 29 to 3,200 resonance. So my only real chance at being relevant with my clanmates is putting a hard focus on a single stat, okay? So my goal at this point in my clan has switched over to, I'm just here to support. I'm here to put out as much CC as possible. So I'm going to be allocating all of my resources into potency. In fact, my goal is to get my potency up to about 6,500. There's no real point in me trying to compete with my clanmates that are pouring in a lot of resources with armor penetration, resistance. It's not going to matter. Even if somehow I got my armor to 5K, armor pen to 5K, potency, resistance, I guarantee at the next ROE, the first well that comes by, he's not going to get the email that I did that. He's going to one-shot me all the same. He is, however, going to get the email that I hit him with one of my abilities if my potency is close to, if not over, his resistance. So if I can get my potency, let's say up to 6K, that he will fail. Even at 2,900 resonance, a 9K resonance player is going to feel my CC if my potency is at or above his resistance. So this is why I was giving you that Bruce Lee metaphor. You need to put a hard focus on a single stat. If you are playing Crusader, for instance, or Barbarian, if your goal is to support, then you want to pour all your resources into getting your armor as high as possible. You want to get it to the 6, 7K mark. That way you are there for support and you can take a hit. If you want to be just a straight assassin, you're like, nope, I don't, I'm here to murder people. That's great. Also, you should play the game however you want. Don't let people dictate how you play the game. Remember, you're here to play the game for fun. So if that's what you want, even if you're free to play a low spender, then you want to get your armor penetration as high as possible. You want to maximize the window. If you're playing, like I just said, that was Crusader and Barbarian, you want to maximize that Undying Rage window. You want to maximize a Conjuration Light. You want, in those 3-4 second window, if you have 6,000 armor pen, you want to hit your opponents as hard as humanly possible. Because once that Undying Rage or Conjuration of Light fall off, you're gone. You're toast. So you really want to put a hard focus on a single stat. You will not compete as much as we want to. We simply do not have the resources. We will not compete with wells or mid spenders if you try to upgrade all 4 of these stats. You just do not have the resources. So my advice, focus on one stat, focus hard, set goals. Say, hey, as a wizard, my goal is to put out as much CC for my clan as possible. So I'm going to raise my potency. If you're a demon hunter, and you're like, hey, my goal is to sit in the back line and put out as much damage, then focus armor penetration. Go high as humanly possible. Unfortunately, we are playing an unfair game, guys. This is not, this should not be news to anyone. You're playing a phone game. It's a pay to win game. Hopefully this guide gives you a little bit of direction. Hopefully I can steer a few of you players away from trying to keep up with wells and mid spenders, because it's not going to happen. You have to accept what your role is in the game, whether it's support or assassin, and you have to go all in on that. You cannot try to allocate your resources to 4 different stats or resonance, okay? So once you hit like a respectable resonance, which I would say is around 3 to 4K, you're then going to want to go back to secondary stats and just put a hard focus on a single stat. Anyway, folks, I'll quit yapping. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope this guide was helpful. Take care, guys.